Before we start, let me introduce the panelists. First, I'll start with the chairman of the occasion, who is the chairman of the panel member, Mr. Adebodun Toponu. You're welcome, sir. Mr. Adebodun Toponu is a retired director from Lagos State Government. Next, representing the Honorable Commissioner is Mr. Olasukomi Sojinu, is the head of Environmental Assessment Department. You're welcome, sir. Representing the ministry in charge of oil and gas in Lagos State is Engineer Adeni Oshoba, representing Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources. Gas plant is a developmental project and it also needs planning approval. Representing Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development is Town Planner Ajibade Olakunle Kerem. You're welcome. We also have some other specialists that are parts of the team. We are waiting for the mechanical engineer who is on his way. However, we have a socioeconomist who is in-house with us, Dr. Feyi Oni, a socioeconomic expert from University of Lagos. You're welcome, sir. Our in-house specialist is Engineer Idris, a chemical engineer. You're welcome. My name is Lasisi Adedoyin from the Environmental Impact Assessment Unit of Environmental Assessment. I will give the mic to the proponent. The proponent will introduce themselves, then we'll allow the community to do self-introduction. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. We've been introduced. We want to say we're happy to be here. And I want to tell the House that I'm also happy because it's gratifying for me to see this section.
The distinguished members of the panel, particularly Dr. Feyi Oni from the University of Lagos, Aluta Continua. I hope you will help us end the strike very soon so that we can come back to school. My colleagues from the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, my colleague from Ministry of Physical Planning, my own one and only in-house chemical engineer, Engineer Idris. It's a pleasure to have this array of eggheads on this side of the table. I am representing the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment, who is the convener of this meeting, and I will just say a few things with respect to the process that we are undertaking this morning. Environmental impact assessment all over the world has become a global environmental management tool, and is a tool, obviously, to strike a balance between the need for development and the need to protect the environment. We have always said that EIA is not an instrument to stop projects, rather it's an instrument to fine-tune projects to ensure sustainability. And so what we are doing here this morning is to help Gas Terminaling Limited, who in my opinion are a responsible corporate entity, to have even subjected the process to an EIA process. I think they deserve a round of applause. Because of course we have seen a lot of projects springing up like that in total violation of the EIA process. But they have subjected the process, the project to the process, and they are here to see it through. And so what we are doing today is to help Gas Terminaling achieve their objective by ensuring that the gas terminal is, when constructed and become operational, it is not just operational but also sustainable. we're also in the same vein protecting the lives and the properties of Lagosians. So panel members and panel chairman, you have your job cut out for you this morning. Your job is to review the EIA report vis-a-vis its adequacy, to make appropriate inputs that will improve not just the document, but also the project. And at the end of the day, to make recommendations on approval or disapproval, as the case may be, to the Honorable Commissioner.
So this is the brief on the project environmental impact assessment for gas terminaling and distribution LPG, that's liquefied petroleum gas, and LNG, liquefied natural gas storage terminal at Ijora, Apapa, local government area of Lagos State. On the 10th May 2022, MESSRS Gas Terminaling and Distribution Limited applied to the ministry for environmental impact assessment permits in respect of a 17,000 metric tons capacity LPG and LNG storage facility at Ijora, Apapa, Lagos State. Following the receipt of the EIA studies terms of reference and registration of the project by the proponents, the project site was inspected on Tuesday, 17th May 2022, by officials of the ministry as part of the initial environmental evaluation of the proposal. 2, the following were observed at the site during the site verification exercise. 1, the proposed project site is located within the existing LPG storage and distribution facility of the proponents at Moshood Abiola Way, Ijora, Lagos. 2, the proposed project land take was estimated to cover over 10,000 square meters of land and share the same perimeter fence with the New Nigerian newspaper and Oshun River Basins Authority Facility House.
The country. And then in order to do this, we thought it wise to plug into that space. We've been in this business before then, to invest more in order to help the government to achieve this goal I've just mentioned. Gas flaring reduction, job creation of job opportunity, improvement of economy and all that. So next slide. Okay, so gas terminaling is a subsidiary of Asiko Energy Holding. Asiko Energy Holding is the umbrella body, the group. So underneath it, we have gas terminaling and storage company. And we are here for the purpose of this presentation. We'll be discussing, gas terminaling.
Storage terminal housing 5,000 metric tons of propane or liquefied petroleum gas storage and a 12,000 metric tons of liquefied natural gas storage tank. Other facilities that will be on ground are 2 water tanks with a capacity of 250,000 liters each, a gantry area for products that will be coming in, an administration building, and then LPG will be supplied from the LNG plants in Port Harcourt and from the international markets to the site. The terminal will be sited on a 12,000 square meter land area strategically located at Ijora, and then this area is accessible to both marine.
Maybe on a lighter note too, the stake of the leaders, the community leaders in the projects. Yes, that's very important. And I think they've listened to us and they will do justice to that. On this note, I thank you all for listening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So we've heard quite a lot from the proponent. So what I just want to ask is, this initiative, it's quite great, it's nice. It's going to further, move this community into commercialization and open new vistas of opportunity to young people and help their economy, which is actually quite nice. But what I'm really concerned, okay, but that I didn't see up here is the existential threat, okay, of climate change. Climate change is real.
I know you have said you have trained staff that in terms of those incidents of explosion and other incidences of accident and all that are trained. But sometimes when you have near miss of such issues, what measures do you put in place with people outside your workforce that are within the community? I'll give an example of fire. Do you have people that are trained outside that will assist to build your capacity to respond to that fire incident? So I think if you don't have that now, you should begin to look at it so that you have officers, volunteers that could respond from outside.
What we do know is that we will recruit. We have been told, we accept the fact that what is the percentage of people that, community members that will be in our staff. What we will say and what channel will we use to be recruiting them? What we cannot say is what we know is that we have to come up with a plan of how that will happen. If I stand here and tell what we can do now, I've told you. If I stand here and tell you that it has to be this percentage, I'll be lying. What we will do is we will sit down and we will work out how that will happen, because that will happen after the construction. So that's something we will work on with the community relationship officer. There will also be, scholarship is something we have already said we are going to do. We are going to do it.
Training is key, and you have said this will be a continuous exercise. We believe what you have said you will do with regards to this. Also, the issue of monitoring during your construction activities. Please, I want to emphasize this. You should give the relevant agencies of government the cooperation we require to ensure we monitor, because it's not just going through this EIA report and at the end of the day, when you get to the field, you begin to do other things that are not enumerated in here. In ensuring this, we will be visiting your facility to ensure there's compliance. Not even during construction activities, after construction and during your operations. So, in essence,
I must congratulate whoever wrote the socioeconomic aspect of this work. It was a thorough work. But then again, I hope you were sincere with all you said there. Because you could be smart and go through the books. Yes, you can be smart and go through the books and cook up some things. But whatever you did and however you did it, you come out with something very, very good. Congratulations. Then, secondly, the issue and problem of the socioeconomics of such a project, they are endless. Okay? They do come up at every step of the development of your project. And I wish you a smooth ride. But I have read all this, but I'll be trying to waste your time if I had to go through.
If a pressure valve, a breathing valve is not in those tanks, or if it's there, if the gas goes up and is blown, it will find a hollow space to settle. And because of the static nature of air, it will cause fire to explode. Now, if you install a breathing valve there, what is the positioning? Behind you is Jorabadia. In front of you is Joroloye. The right-hand side is Marine Beach. The left-hand side is now. The other side of Papa Road. Where are you going to position it?
Because whether we like it or not, as they are set, is the built-up area. But we cannot run away from the fact that we have to develop. Such businesses must come into the system. We have to be factual with ourselves. I know but Mr. Abu Falami very well. I know him very, very well. So I know he won't go into something that will bring about crisis. I know him very well. So I want to believe at that operational phase, which I'm very much interested in. This is a document that has been put together for the project. It is not cast in stone. There will be issues because we are human beings. There must be issues. There must be issues. Transportation, traffic, people selling in front of here and there must be issues. But our ability to interact with ourselves and manage issues goes a long way.
No equipment is coming to site that is above emission level. We're also ensuring that our contractors have that required and requisite knowledge to work in such environment. Like you all said, we're not building a facility out in an area nobody is occupying.
Thank you so much for participating in the process. And it's a learning process. The chairman of the panel has told us it's a learning process. We will continue to learn. We will learn. I remember every Monday morning, the head of the department will convey a meeting of the parliamentary review meeting where these issues are being discussed. Now you are seeing it live. This is practical of what we are doing in the office. So we thank you so much for taking time to be here today. And other members of staff in the ministry, we are here. We thank you so much. And to the panelists, sir, we will continue to learn from you, sir. Mr. Devodu, you are our big boss here when you are in the service. We will continue to learn from you. Thank you so much for taking time to be here, sir. Thanks, sir.
Okay. That brings us to the close to the end of this session. And we wish you a very safe journey back home.